Hey everyone, it's Cody hanging out backstage with Cody Johnson.
I was wondering if you were talking about me.
I know, right? Are you talking about me? So first of all, great name.
Yeah.
You are like, and I don't even know if you know this artist, but Chance the Rapper of country music.
I'll take that compliment.
It's
I
a
appreciate
huge
it.
compliment. Because you got started, you released 6 albums independently and really built this underground following, which is unlike really any country artist that I can think of right now. And you know, you're signed now. Was that a hard decision for you? Did you like doing it independently, or was this the next move for you and something that you were anticipating?
You know, you talk about, well, I'll back up. The first thing you said was that it's like any other artist that right now. I kind of went to college whenever I graduated high school, and it wasn't in a university. I was in Texas playing these honky tonks and playing dance halls and modeling after guys like Kevin Fowler and Roger Krager and Aaron Watson and Randy Rogers, and I could name, a laundry list from Pat Green and Corey Moore all the way to Casey Donahue. There's a whole genre there of guys that are small business owners that didn't really have a chance a lot of times in the Nashville game due to timing or due to decisions or whatever that may be. But I've had the opportunity to sit down with all those guys over the years, especially guys like Corey Moore and Kevin Fowler, and going, hey, look, man, here's what I did to screw up my chance at it. Don't do that. Or here's what worked for me, And really, if you pay attention to those guys, that my mentors, that's kind of what happened. And, I don't think there was any reservation in signing a record label. I think it was always a wish and a want and a goal.
Okay.
But we did turn down quite a few deals because they weren't what we thought we deserved. So I think taking the gamble and betting on the come and just holding out a little bit is really what benefited us.
Yeah. Well, congrats on all the success with On My Way to You. I'm not just saying this. It's one of my favorite songs right now. The fact that it hasn't gone #1 yet, we need to get it there. I don't know what we're going to have to do, if we have to put up some billboards or stand by the highway with some signs, but it's absolutely incredible. If it did go #1, how would you celebrate?
Well, I don't know, and I don't think it will. I think it's, and I said this to somebody today. I was like, I've had 13 #1s on the Texas Regional Radio Report, which is a small reporting thing, but it's a huge deal to a guy like me.
Oh, sure.
So to get a single near the top 10 is a really big deal. And I'm not, and I appreciate you saying that about the #1 thing, but I'm not ever gonna, snub my nose at not being #1. We've got more singles to release. When I'll be expectant.
Yeah.
Gary LeFew told me one time to remain in a constant state of positive expectancy.
I love that.
When a single goes #1, I'll probably celebrate if I'm on the road with my band. And if I'm at home, I'll probably sit around a fire with my wife and 2 girls. And
oh, you have a really cute family.
Yeah.
By the way, just throw that out there. So you were on the Brooks Dunn reboot album, which, by the way, is fantastic.
They did a wonderful job.
Oh my gosh, I actually think that's going to be a Grammy contender. How did that come to be? How did that collaboration happen?
That's one of the benefits of Warner Brothers, is that exposure. That was one of the things, besides the fact that Warner Brothers Nashville was ready to come to the table and let me maintain creative control and publishing and mastering and all those things that I wanted as a business owner.
Sure.
We knew that by signing with them, we would get global release on this album. We saw that by it being #1. We knew that we would get the exposure that we have with radio right now. Sure, there's some people holding out, but that's okay. It'll come.
Yeah.
You get the, hey man, put Cody Johnson's name in the hat for this reboot album. And since then, we've gotten a lot of good compliments from Ronnie Dunn and Kix Brooks over this whole deal, and talked about working in the future together. I mean, it's it's so wonderful, and I thought it was great. I was really happy for the song that I got to do.
Yeah.
I was raised on Rural Route 3 is the first line of the song. I was raised on Rural Route 3.
It was perfect.
It was perfect.
Meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a fantastic album, fantastic song. Your birthday is only a week away, right?
Yeah, I guess it is.
Do you have any big plans for that, or just spending time with the family, or touring?
You kind of just reminded me of it. I know we have 2 back-to-back shows at Whitewater Amphitheater in New Braunfels, Texas, and I was really thinking about that. So,
well, there you go. It's also your birthday, so happy early birthday.
I work hard.
Do you have any summer plans, or are you just touring a lot?
Touring a lot. My wife and kids, we're going to go to Gulf Shores, Alabama, and take some time off. I've got some hunts planned down in Texas this summer for some exotic animals and stuff, and really just working hard. I mean, I don't think right now is the time for me to be thinking about vacation.
Right.
I think right now is the time for me to think about work, and I think it's going to be that way for the next 5 years, and that's
I couldn't
that's
agree
part
more.
Of it. I mean, and I can't complain. It's good work. It's the old saying is you got to make hay while the sun's shining.
Right. You're blessed. I mean, you're doing
That's
what you
right.
love. I mean, this is such a great career. I feel the same way about myself. So, do we know the next single, or what should people be listening to off the album?
You know, I've got my opinions. I like the song "Dear Rodeo." I'm not sure that country radio is prepared for that.
Why do you say that? It's a little more traditional?
It's about rodeo. It's been a long time since we've had a guy that actually rodeos,
Right.
Or that
Oh,
actually
yeah.
has rodeoed sing a song about rodeo. I mean, I think it's an authenticity thing that I don't know. Well, we'll see. There's a few songs I like. The song "Nothing on You." It's a really sexy love song, like "Nothing on But the Radio" or "Baby Lock the Door and Turn the Lights Down."
Oh, yes.
It's a different element. I do like nostalgic neo-traditional stuff like Monday Morning Merle. You know, I think that there's a tip of the hat there. But, you know, we're working together, like I said, with Warner. My opinion matters just as much as theirs does.
Right.
So it'll be a team effort between them and my manager, Howie. We're going to figure something out. We're actually going to be playing a lot of that stuff tonight. So really and
Ooh.
truly, I always pick what the fans pick.
Yeah.
You know, if we go play a show and it doesn't work live, I don't really think about it for radio, because if it goes number one on radio and it doesn't work live, I'm the guy that's got to play that song for the rest of my life.
Right.
So,
Literally the rest of your life.
Yeah. Hopefully. Expectancy, see?
Right? That's what matters most. Well, we can't wait to have you perform tonight. Thank you
Me
so much for
neither.
coming out today. And you golfed today, right?
If you want to call it that, I was with, listen, for all you golfers out there, I was with some really great golfers, really great golfers, and I am really not a good golfer. I'm pretty funny to hang out with on the golf course. I tried to Happy Gilmore one and completely missed the ball.
I wish I
It
would have
was-
gotten that on Instagram.
I had
but-
3 strokes today that actually contributed to our score.
Hey, it's
So-
something. You know, take what you can get.
Look at me. I don't look like I golf.
Who are you playing for? Is there charity that means something to you?
So we've been able to have the Kojo Foundation for the last, I think, 5 years. And it's something we developed locally in Walker County, Huntsville, Texas, back home, and started a scholarship foundation and buying FFA products and 4-H products and stuff like that. And we've been able to do a lot of donations to battered women's shelters and rehab programs. And, you know, we're trying to grow that thing. And basically, we put money into it. And wherever the good Lord sends us a need to send the money, that's where it goes to. We don't really have a one thing that we send money to. So
Well, I love that.
And,
Where can listeners access more information on
you
that
can check it out
foundation?
at thecodyjohnsonband.com. If you want, you can send an email to info@thecodyjohnsonband.com and just make your subject line the Kojo Foundation.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being here, and I can't wait
Thank
to see
you.
you perform.
One last question.
Yes.
Is your name with a Y or an I?
Why?
Oh!
Spelled the exact same way as you. Again, great name, right?